Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 Part 69. It was a long, excellent 4-part conclusion to participate in the World Touring Car 600. But right now, it's about to be ready to go and do a preparation record on session to go in live. So let's head over onto the world circuits as I'm about to begin for only one part of the video segment as I just been adding up and go try out to be experienced with the Logitech G29 steering wheel will be said to be on featured. With the addition to Spec 2 update by now featured with weekly challenges and event directory itself is now being introduced. This will be doing the quick time to go enter to have the list of events and the progress I'm at in 43%. Here we have some different variants of events like Sunday Cup, Classic, and few other drivetrain layouts depends on any kinds of regional vehicles to be using on Japanese, American, or European, along with some different kinds of specific events to be part for having all kinds of different challenges like Nissan GTR Cup, World Rally Challenge, Ferrari Circuit Challenge, and even of course to have World Touring Car 600, 700, and 800. But special thanks to Liberty Digital for having a brand new update to be on the latest since last week. This will be doing the perfect time and go start out to have some few events to be on the main progress to start out to be on 0% to go up in about 100%. As of today's event, I'll have to take one event to go to be on Japanese FR Challenge 450 to go on Asia Oceania to be on no limitation on the performance point. This will have to take all kinds of different racetrack related to the specified event as well. So this will have to take one part event to be at Autopolis International Racing Course for having 2 laps, and this will be doing a piece of cake. Any kinds of recommend vehicle that you guys really want to go with, but favorite cars does matter to be entered, but that will be doing much fine, excellent to be eligible to be participate depends on the regulation. So let's go in and have the 4th event to be additional to the latest update from the previous. Just only 2 laps as I'm about to be going in to choose the Honda S2000 1999 with my very own UDRS Insportec livery. Just to have a main suggested is now going in and good to go to be on the rolling start to have a main position to be going on FR layout. But in that case, just to let you know, subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. So let's get ready to go and have one event to be additional on the Japanese FR Challenge 450. Okay, gonna have to be set and patient until we'll be going over. Alright, looks like Battlefield Gallo is here on the pre-race interaction. Starting out on 8th place, looks like he's here. I'm Battlefield Gallo from Italy. You know, you have to be careful when cornering with FR cars, go too fast. And your rear will break traction, causing you to spin. Got it, Battlefield Gallo. I'll have to keep it noted and just try not to take too much oversteer on the pressure. So let's go and be amazed to be doing with the Logitech G29 will be at the go to have the hands up moment. Okay, let's go green and keep a good line of sight. But this will have to take a beginner's work when you're using any kinds of specific steering wheel to be played on Gran Turismo Sport and Gran Turismo 7. But very first time ever to be going on novice after taking some few practice on attempts. But I'm still learning because it needs to have some possibility to be focusing on the line and get to know about the strategy when using the steering wheel to be attached onto the PS4 or PS5 console. So here it comes, just gonna to keep a good maintained pace. Comfort soft tires is now just yet to be on the first step. Okay, that's good. One contact does count, needs to be on clean racing. Alright, that's good. Stay up ahead. Just only having a few more paces to go. I'm on the fib. Here comes the hairpin going on in the next sector. Okay, there's M. Simmons and R. Derucci on the S13 and the 86. Okay, that's good. Now concentrate. It's actually to be built in an F-bar layout, so you might have to go on the inside apex to go stay on the main progression. Okay, going brake, steer to the right. Okay, this race might be going piece of cake. Alright, looks like Gallo is on second place in a Toyota 86 GT. Go for the final turn. It looks like we have C. Ando on position number 1. Final lap, and here it goes. Gonna have to catch up to the last 2 cars. Okay, that's good. Now, my correction is right. He is using the Toyota 86 GT. Very good. Now, gonna have to do on the brake zone at turn number 3. Coming in on sector 2. Okay, hold it steady. Okay, looks like 2 of them are going on strong defense. Find a good opening. Okay, there we go. Gonna have to get closer to him. And Ando in first place in the Mazda RX-7 FC. Looks like getting a little bit boxed in and blocking my offense opening. Okay, going down. This time, I'll have to overtake Gallo and moving on in the first position. Try not to go oversteer when using the steering wheel. Okay, let's see what Gallo is actually trying to come up something to go on hard defense. Okay, looks like gonna have to keep a good steady up pace. Almost there. Make that good opening. Yes, that's good. Got it in and go clear on the finish line. Whew. There you go. First place by using the G29 steering wheel made by Logitech. Welcome to Sim Racing Experience 101. That's very good. Just to have one simple race without any further mistake. Being patient is the key of concentration that you might need to stay focused on the opponent and the track itself when driving any different specific vehicle. So by having total time by under 5 minutes, now I just took 4 minutes 49.1 seconds. Excellent work, and fastest lap I took is 2 minutes 25.004 seconds on lap number 2. but it was a-okay for having a 4th event on Japanese FR Challenge 450 in Autopolis. But no clean race bonus, just to have one competent FR wheel card to be on the comfort soft. Now for the replay and have the good front view image. Okay, that's good. Capture thumbnail has successful and save a replay. Alright, looks like that's the last event on the Japanese FR Challenge 450. Next up to be additional to be on the same Japanese in the Clubman Cup 550. But very good to have the event directory is now being going in for having a one quick trip to go over. Now let's see. Ah, there it is. Just to have 60% is now in progress for the Japanese Clubman Cup 550. So let's go over there, and we got some 2 events to be brand new to be additional as part from the previous update. Spa-Francorchamps in the 24-hour layout and Grand Valley South. Okay, so let's leave on Asia Oceania and go to Europe until moving on in Americas. It takes 3 laps to be around on Spa-Francorchamps in the 24-hour layout for any road car to be built specifically and suggested to be at 550. Next car is I'm about to be ready to choose and go over to have any kinds of best FF road car or any kinds of different kind of category like Vision Gran Turismo. So let's see. Gonna have to scroll down and choose a better road going vehicle to have a better performance point to go at the ready. I got it. How about I'm about to choose the Toyota Supra RC 1997. This will have to be a very good additional as a new UDRS Inspirtech livery to have a car number 36, just like the Castro Tom Supra back from the 1990s in the Japan World Touring Car Championship. So, almost forgot one other thing. Tire compound switch and go on to sports soft category. One last thing to have change car by suggestions and go over again to do some review. Okay, anti-lag system is now being set on strong. Increased body rigidity is being installed. Okay, looks like up I go and take 3 laps on Spa-Francorchamps in 24-hour layout for only 3 laps. This will have to take experience and competent to go enter to have one part of the challenge to have additionally to have the last 2 events on Clubman Cup 550 for only Japanese cars. Gonna have to be patient for a moment. And just one other thing before I proceed over onto the pre-race menu. Okay, looks like Clubman and Yamanaka on the interaction. Spa has long full throttle sections, so cars are set up to produce less downforce and higher top speeds. Truthful and understand, Clubman. Now for Yamanaka. It seems there are several thermal springs located near the Spa-Francorchamps circuit. It'd be nice to visit them to unwind after a tough race, don't you think? Yeah, I kinda say this is definitely might be having a good place to go on relaxation after the race. But one other thing, folks, gonna have to go on to the options, and that will have to take controllers to be well set and be unused. So as I'm about to be using onto the settings on the Logitech G29/G923 is now being equipped and attached to my PS4 Pro. So let's have a good look to be on configuration. Wow, looks like it all does, making a good correction to be well matched, and even of course I just really might need to take a picture to have a good well match by the example. Okay, now let's have a good check to see how the calibration is. Might need to do some steering controller settings. This one is definitely might be quite very good to be adding up as well. So let's see, just going to go on accelerator, check, brake, check, the clutch. Now let's see, okay, the steering is doing much more fine testing to go on calibration, and the stick shift, check and respond. Okay, well, I don't know how you guys really think about doing myself to have experience to be driving on the Logitech G29 steering wheel, but it takes practice and go discipline to be doing well experience as a professional sim racer. Unlike any other kinds of steering wheel brands like Trustmaster, Fanatec, and even of course to have some different versions onto the Logitech. But very good to have some different version, and it includes to have the DualShock 4 or DualShock 5 controllers. Alright, sorry for the wait, and let's have a check on the radar. Okay, nothing else to be seen on few chance of rain, but it's about to go. We're having a natural, bright and sunny day to go on late afternoon. But only one race, just to see how it turns out to be well capable to see how one driver to be using on automatic transmission. Okay, coming in and have the Medallion Ura Rouge up the hill and go high speed. Okay, there you go. Going in by overtake in 11th place. Come on. I didn't notice that it could be happen every several times. I almost forgot one other thing, that I just really need to have that brake zone to go early brake. Okay, sorry about that one further step of mandatory test. I'm just gonna have to get used to it. Alright, let's try this again on attempt 2 due to one major embarrassment. Okay, looks like all clear. Now, going brake. Okay, looks like calibration is doing well. I just need to have a concentration to stay on the line. Okay, going in. Now, gonna have to take the last 3 laps. Ooh, looks like gonna have to take some inside apex to go around. Okay, looks like all I can see is the R32 Skyline. One is the 350C and the... Okay, looks like I can see the GTO Twin Turbo. Gonna have to get closer and take turn 12. Okay, Zeus Willow is here, followed by S. Jones on the R33. Okay, be patient. Now, pull on the throttle. Okay, going on the campus. Dirt sector. Okay, got the opening. Moving up on 8. 13 seconds to go. Alright. Final turn on the chicane. So I just really might need to be very careful not to take too much speed. Early brake does matter to go on experienced driver. Okay, first lap clear. now on lap number 2. Okay, gonna have to stay on top of it. Halfway there, just yet to go remaining. Okay, looks like the gang's all here. Looks like Derucci is back on the 86 Tune car. Okay, P. Leonor and M. Simmons. Okay, there we go. Have that pace to go all clear. Okay, looks like still got the radar to be on surveillance monitor. Okay, make one break coming through. Alright, correction, and moving up on to 4th place. Okay, looks like there's Iko Fraka on the Toyota GR86. Gonna have to stay closer to him and make one good clear opening. Yeah, that's good. Just to have the S turn to go in and have 10 seconds remaining. Well, I don't know how you guys really think about doing a sim racing experience on the steering wheel attached to the gaming console. Should I have to go hard and push myself to do it? Well, maybe I have to go for it because it's going to be now or never on the 3rd and final lap. But almost there towards the end of lap number 2. Okay, looks like Yamanaka and Gallo is on the 1st and 2nd place. Okay, keep it steady and do the line. Fastest lap I took in 3 minutes, 3 seconds is now currently to be updated as I just took by 2 minutes, 55 seconds for the decimal of 0.881. So let's get closer. Final lap is just up ahead to go on the deadline. Alright, doing well. Break the gap and go catching up in about 5 seconds left. The speed just gonna have to keep much more better going up on the 5th gear. Going in. Now the GR Supra RZ and Honda NSX Type R 2002. Okay, gonna just keep a good maintained pace. Gonna keep a good watchful eye on the last 2. Alright, that's good. Overtake Gallo's NSX Type R. Now for Yamanaka on the GR Supra. Now let's give a super pace of the UDRS Insportec Supra one-on-one showdown in the battle of 1st place. Concentration and patient mobility. Now go through on the campus. There we go. First place on the roll. That's what I'm talking about. The new Supra just been overtaken by the old one. Doing a good cliche moment. Okay, looks like it all comes down to this. Hard steer on the right, and the lads on the left. And there you go. First place to have my UDRS tune car is on the podium. Excellent job, and going classic for having a good old Supra to be on the Mark IV. But very much more impressive indeed. But I'll have to be switched back onto controller after taking a total time in 8 minutes by almost in 30 seconds. 28.726 seconds as I just took by 2 minutes, 52.689 seconds on lap number 3 towards the end. But average race well done, and good classic and modern JDM alike to go average to be cleared, and finishing up by 30,000 credits. Well, circumstances, just gonna have to take some sim racing steering wheel experience to go on one-on-one class in session. Okay, another replay coming up. Just to have that UDRS Supra to be going on the front view, and then that should do it. Going exit and save a replay. For only one more event to go, as the progress will be going climb up to have one event, and that brings out to have a conclusion to be stopping at 80% complete. So I'm at 44% in event directory, and let's check again on Japanese Clubman Cup 550 again. Okay, that's number 4 event to be claimed. Now, event number 5. Let's go to Grand Valley Highway 1 on the south layout. Unlike the East session back from every Gran Turismo series from number 1 to 6, until in GT7, the south variation layout onto Grand Valley to be located in the Big Sur on the California highway coast. But very good find to be reimagined, so the next car is I'm about to go for having an all-out challenging to have a good classic and depends on it. So let's see. Gonna have to choose a better wheel going version that will be going wide open. But in that case, maybe this will be doing the right time and grab my Total Drama OC Hardeneck in the Mitsubishi GTO Twin Turbo 1991. But either depends because of the standard engine swap with or without in it, because I just have 2 different versions on variation. But I might have to go with the stock engine swap. This might be quite come in handy and adds up to do some install parts. Okay, looks like doing well on the hydraulic brake. Setting sheets needs to be on strong. Check again. Okay, looks like it's all good for now. So I'll have to make sure to have one other thing to be on quick option to go turning up the moment. See? Just to have the steering wheel to be turned up at the very moment when I'm not using it to take a good hands on it. So gonna have to be preferred to be on the DualShock 4 controller to get back in. And this time, differences and different skill of driving style is gonna have to take some characteristic to be playing on in Gran Turismo 7. So the final event will have to take 4 laps around in Grand Valley South session, unlike the East session from the previous GT games, but it's about to be set on partly cloudy with fog. Okay, looks like Balio Gallo and Kokuban is here. I'm Balio Gallo, the 2021 Nations Cup champion from Italy. The driving resort beyond the pit is really a fun place. There's a restaurant and cafe and even a hotel and campground. I love it. Seems like there are a lot of campers visiting today. Well, of course it is, Balio Gallo, but speaking of which, the only time what matters to have something for tomorrow's penultimate episode? Of course, a brand new Dispenser Camp episode. I should probably have to come here and watch it at any time until 2 o'clock. But forgot one other thing on Kokuban. I'm Ryota Kokuban from Japan. The oceanside route is great, to be sure, but I also like the southern route. It's a mountain road with a series of hairpin turns. It's such a joy to drive. Unlike the East Session, South layout just yet to be reimagined. Okay, so let's do this. Final event, off I go. Man, looks like it's gonna get much more few fog out there before the rain will come. So I'll have to get down and do the DualShock 4 strategy tip without using the G29 steering wheel. Okay, coming in onto the first and second turn. Amp up the speed. Onto position 11. Down the elevation road I go. Okay, no time to do some power slide drift. Like, I really need that GTO to be on mint condition. Okay, there's T-Wada on the Mazda RX-8. Gonna take the left side. Gonna catch up onto Suswillow in 9th place. We may remember the track, different environment, and different elevation that putting up to have some tight challenges for us whenever we might have to overcome and embrace it to be mastered on the south layout. Unlike Grand Valley East, because the track itself is still remain the same to have a different matter of environment background. But we still love it, but we can still drive it and have Grand Valley to become as a proud Californian racetrack. First lap down, on to lap number 2. Okay, looks like Yamanaka, Leonore, and Gallo are about to go for having a lineup to catch up to the other drivers. Okay, let's keep that grip steady and do all-wheel drive style. Okay, coming in, and watch the maintain pace. In a matter of halfway there on the lap on lap number 2, you'll have to get back and go for the final sector to go in on number 3. Okay, still got this. Now inside the tunnel at the final corner. Still not yet to be achieved. It has to work perfectly without any engine swap. Third lap. Okay, looks like getting boxed in. I can see that contact on Yamanaka accidentally hitting Fraga. Come on. Just gonna take another slope. Going in. Got the good opening. And going up on 5th place. Alright, very good. Have classic JDM to go follow through. Onto 4th place. 6.5 seconds to go. A little bit more torque to be amp up the speed to go on to the next turn. Okay, looks like Clubman is in the lead. I can see him right now. Just yet to be on the far distance as the final lap entered to go right in. Last lap. Pull some strings and have the anti-lag system to go all out. Okay, gonna brace myself. Okay, FD, 86, and R33. Just to have the combination for only a 1991 twin turbo GTO will be stepping in onto the top 3. Okay, gonna have to go struggle by struggle. Okay, looks like too quick too soon. This might need to have one push to have one master full of experience to be dominate on the south layout in Grand Valley. Okay, looks like that counts for only 3rd place. This has got to do it to work hard, you guys. Work hard and master the Highway 1 and South variation layout on Grand Valley to have a one heads-up reminder. So 3rd place is so very close. But a better car that might need to do a helpful way to go climbing up. So that's 28 miles on the roulette ticket received. Replay coming up. And have the thumbnail image to be captured. Okay, that's good. Now gonna have to start over from square one. Okay folks, I'm back from purchasing with some certain parts on Tuning Shop to get set and be adjustable on the Mitsubishi GTO Twin Turbo 1991. On the settings, I just recently purchased to have 3 racing compound tires on the hard, medium, and soft. Just yet to be well tested to see how it goes to be much more stronger to be challenging with other Japanese road car to be on the same 550 performance point and over to be on the range. But even yet, I just recently purchased on the medium RPM, high capacity intercooler, racing air filter, racing on the brake pads, and the drivetrain for the clutch and flywheel to be on the racing and carbon propeller shaft. Alright, so with all the few attempts and practices to see how hard can it go to challenging with a 2020 GR Super RC, and let's give it a most fine, faster pace and challenging to go overcome with many obstacles on corners with elevation. But I really hope doing one-way ticket to have 1st place is going to be a bit more harder to be on Grand Valley. Let's give it what for and have a good line to have many obstacles to go elevation to be on the downhill slope on the 1st sector. Okay, overtake the R33 Skyline. Coming in, stay steady. Okay, gonna have to watch myself. Gonna have to keep pushing through. Wait for the R32 Skyline to have the next turn. Short straightaway on the opening. Okay, looks like Yamanaka is on 8th place. Gonna have to stay with him before we're about to have Sector 3 to go inside the tunnel. Okay, that's the ticket. Now P. Leonore on 7th place. Six more cars to go, and our Kokubun is on the first position in the lead. Fastest lap I took by having 1 minute, 23.692 seconds. With any specific tuning parts is now being yet installed. One classic JDM road car can actually go faster, tougher, and be as the strongest all-wheel drive vehicle in every Japanese vehicle. Now let's down the slope again. Heading back on sector number 2. It's about to get crowded in. One slipstream at a time. Let other racers to go on the opening at the lap. Okay, coming in. Watch the radar. I'm on the Ford. Just keep that line steady and then it's all good. Okay, there you go. Second place. Now go for a new record set. 1 minute, 19.543 seconds. Third lap on the way, and the clouds are still yet to be coming around patiently until the rain will come. But it is partly cloudy, by the way, but you'll have to keep a good lookout to be on the weather forecast when you're watching the Weather Channel. Okay, it's only just me and Valerio Gallo on the Honda NSX Type R. Okay, coming in. Have that brake to settle. Okay, wait for the opening inside the tunnel. That's good. Now let's moving on in. Third lap towards the end and proceed over to the final lap. I got to keep on racing to stay clean and master the south variation layout to Grand Valley, just like each session from the previous Gran Turismo games. Okay, that's good. First sector check to go back on sector number 2. Okay, that's a good, excellent curved straightaway to be going on. Okay, fantastic. Just like ever before, to be having a good mountains and trees itself. But in reality, the tunnel on the final corner just yet to have one last grand entrance to be in the finale. Alright, there we go. Looks like this will be doing first place on the podium. Oh yeah! My Total Drama OC is very proud to see his GTO for the win. But exactly as ever, I just recently used his car because that is also to be part as a UDRS Protect livery. Very good job and solid fine work to have a 5 minute and 30-second time to be going around on Grand Valley South. Fastest lap I took is 1 minute 19.543 seconds. Very good and good job. Whew. Boy, looks like it takes a few more attempts and stressful to be on brainstorming. But clearly, one clean race when using the DualShock 4 or DualShock 5 controllers to be either on the PS4 and PS5 version on the game. But technically, correction and yet of course to be going in to be closer to be at 20 million. So only one more dumb new image to go on the replay. Just sit back and wait and have any parts whenever I have to go with. Okay, there we go. Looks like that might need to have the next one. Coming down to the slope. Ooh, a bit more tricky. Image went blurry. That should be good enough. Well, probably that dumb new image might be quite giving a better view. So let's exit out, save one last replay before at the end of the video. Well folks, it was a pretty much more quite complicated for having this part of the full walkthrough video to go on live stream. But as the tables have turned, clearly this will have to take some few directories is now being put up on the progress when you enter to have one event until the current ones is just yet to be prior to have the main update until Spec 2 comes out. So in the next video on part 70, American events on Sunday Cup and Classic. Well, it's about time to have some more progress to go enter in and yet to have some available by 60% in American Sunday Cup 600 and the Classic itself. So let's have a good preview look, and this time only 2 races to be in Laguna Seca and the Mazda circuit. And for the US Sunday Cup, check again, 3 laps in Grand Valley Highway 1 reverse and Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta. Okay, looks like challenge accepted, and this time 4 races and 2 events on the Sunday Cup. But it's about to get ready to head back to the GT garage. It's about to go on reward challenge on roulette tickets. I hope you folks are about to get ready because prize rewards is about to be going open to be on 14 gifts available. But this time I'll have to go on 3 tickets to be on total for this part of the segment. Let's start with a 3-star coming up. Come on, Lady Luck. Give me some high valuable earnings. So far so close. Just give me 100,000 GT credits. Yes. Back on to 20 million. Oh yeah. Now for the 4-star in the first list coming up. Okay, give me something. So far so close, but a racing muffler compatible on the Corvette CR1 6th generation 2009. Now for the last 4-star ticket on number 2. This will be it. Limitation only throughout on to the full walkthrough. Ah! Crud! I almost had that new engine is now being acquired, but 30,000 adds up by having 100,000 GT credits equals 130,000. So that would be good enough. And be remembered, folks, keep racing every day to have some more roulette tickets. Either depends on the 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and 6 stars, depends on the type of rarity. Well, I cannot believe it. This is going to be quite doing some changes, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Whenever it comes in to do a regular part of the recording session, it is going to have to take some time to go on delay. But live streaming does count to go on quickest production, might be going a bit more easier, but after all, doing some reducing amount to have a one magic wizard to reduce some amount of bloopers and outtakes. But don't worry, just to have a complete edition throughout in the future to be adding up with the intro and outro. So let's get ready to wrap this up at the end of the video. So in about tomorrow, before week number 3 on weekly challenges, as the 5 events are about to be set and good to go, but also to have the 5th one to go on advanced difficulty. But I'm sure of it, this will be having one event from the World Touring Car 900. But it's going to be going faster and go advanced difficulty like WTC 600, 700, and 800. WTC 900, that brings out to have a series of Group 2 categories, but you guys might be prepared to go and grab a Group 1 category is now being suitable as a recommend. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. Glad that you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like Deepinet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more to see for my image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art, Ricard liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time in part 70 of Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.